And hello. Welcome to the first week of Mission Turfgrass with myself and the man, the myth, the legend, Kevin Thorne, Mr. Nugget Heads. Nugget Head.
Hello.
No more than one head. All right. So maybe what we should do, first of all, is give a little bit of a background on this project. And maybe I should let you do that.
Hmm. Ah,
How did this thing come to pass?
this project is 10 years old. Actually, 11 years old. This is the project that launched Nuggethead Studios back in 2010, and it was a articulate storyline, articulate guru contest back when they had those, and I was dared by David Anderson to do something. And I didn't have anything I could share or have anything in my portfolio at the time because it was all proprietary. So trying to figure out what to do, um, just one of those laborious chores of mowing your lawn one day. And in the very heat of the summer in the South, where you're angry that you're one, uncomfortable, hot, humid, two, who came up with a ridiculous idea of a manicured lawn in the first place? And three, why does my neighbor have a different kind of blade of grass than I do? Is his better grass than mine, or do I have better grass than he does? And oh, by the way, his weeds are different than mine. So I just got to thinking as I was mowing the lawn and it's kind of going in circles. I thought, I'm going to go research turf grass when I go back in. So I did that night. I started researching grass. And it turns out the British are at fault because of croquet.
Dang it.
Back in the I don't know, hundreds of years ago, they playing croquet on the lawn outside their castles, and they needed a manicured lawn.
Yep.
So the whole idea of a manicured lawn started with the gardens and everything in Britain, and then that carried over here to the U.S. And now, at the time, 10 years ago, when I was researching it, it was a $40 billion a year industry, from landscaping to athletic fields to neighborhoods, all of the tools and lawnmowers and gear that you have to keep up the lawn,
Yep.
all the chemicals and fertilizers and treatments that you have to keep the weeds out. And then, of course, just then it's the best lawn competition to get the yard sign in your neighborhood, right? Best yard of the neighborhood. So anyway, I thought, well, as I was mowing, this is before we had this is early neighborhood, right? The brand new neighborhood just got built, so nobody had fences. It was all brand new sod, relatively new sod. I built in 2007. It was 20, so like 3 years later. Anyway, as I was mowing that border between the two neighbors, it started dawning on me. It's like these territories. Like this is like a territory. This is a territory, and the weeds are actually defending each other's territories. So that kind of led into the whole military sort of aspect of the theme. So I said, okay, I'm going to do a Mission Turfgrass military themed project that teaches all the different types of weeds, grass, tools and equipment, and care and maintenance of a manicured lawn. And that's the idea. And then back then, this was pre-storyline days also. So this was Articulate Studio, which was a plug-in to PowerPoint.
Yeah.
So the original project was completely designed and developed in PowerPoint
From the beginning.
from the beginning.
Yeah, before we get into that real quick, would you mind try putting on your headset like you had before?
Let's try that.
It's there's a weird like phase
Going.
shifting going on. I don't know why.
Oh, now I just got to find the settings. Oh, you know what? It was using the default microphone the whole time. No kidding. That was a problem. How about that? Does that sound better? I was
Uh,
using a microphone, not even my Yeti.
I think it still is. I don't think it's changed yet. It still sounds the
Yeah.
same.
How about that? Does that sound
Ah,
better?
that does sound better.
Okay. So, anyway, that's how it started. And then Mr. Brent, who happened to be the director of a particular conference event program at one time, said, "Hey, you should bring that to Demo Fest." What the heck is a Demo Fest? First time at I think it was San Francisco,
Oh
2010.
my gosh, is that what it was? Okay.
That's where it was at that I can't remember the name of the hotel. Anyway, so I said, well, it's already built. What do I got to lose? I'll take it, show it off, and won best of show
You did. You
and
won best
and
of category and best of
best of
show, right?
category. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it that sort of launched things. Like the phone rang off the hook after that, and it's like, how much would it cost you to build that for me? I have no idea. I have no clue.
You know now, though. I know.
But no, that actually that launched training. So training Articulate Studio, Engage, and
Oh,
Quizmaker.
okay. Yeah, teaching people how to
Um,
do it. Sure.
so folks wanted to know because it was there was a lot of hacks in that program and a lot of complexities
Yep.
in the design using Quizmaker a little bit more because Quizmaker at the time, like all the tools now have timelines,
Right. Right.
right?
Yeah.
Animation timelines. Well, obviously PowerPoint didn't have that in terms of interaction. Quizmaker was the only tool of the suite that had a timeline that you could manipulate manually, customize. So I hacked, if you will, Quizmaker to build some animations in the quiz and then republish it back in. Same with Engage. Engage publishes out a certain way, and then it's sort of a box on a slide in
Ah.
PowerPoint. Um, but I ended up building the interactions external of PowerPoint in standalone Engage interactions, published them out as published outputs, and then reinserted the SWF file back into PowerPoint. That way I can move it off slide a little bit and hide the built-in header bar and stuff that came with Engage. So I can hide
Yeah.
all of that header stuff.
Wait. And
And that
speaking
way
of
I could have
that,
my own custom footer.
yeah, it was Flash when you exported and when you had to play it. It
Yeah.
was all exported and done in
It was all
Flash.
flat. Yeah. So the
Yeah.
original is dead.
Yeah. You can't see the original
You
anymore.
can't see the original anymore. It's
Uh,
gone.
but
We got all the source
thankfully,
files.
yeah.
I got all the source files, but everything else is dead. So
Well,
that's what prompted this
exactly.
venture.
Right. And
Try,
so trying to figure out how we can revive it and bring it back to life and
yeah,
use another platform in its place. And so we're going to see what Domino can do with this fancy project of yours.
yeah. And just a disclaimer. I've rebuilt it. Correction. I've redesigned it in Storyline as a template,
Mm,
but not as the full package that was original. So I just
right.
you know rebuilt a template in Storyline. So this is the first time, and I think the goal here is not to redesign it. It's like you said, revive it as close to the original as possible
Yep.
without changing any of the. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Uh,
exactly, right. We'll see what we can do, right? So, a couple things, right? So, what we really want to do is, I love the idea that it started off in PowerPoint because we've got this great
Hold on.
PowerPoint import feature that we can we can import the original slide deck of the project and import that into Claro, and that's our the Domino fixed pixel environment, very similar to what it was originally created in, similar to PowerPoint, and it will And so we're going to start there. We're going to start there, and we're going to rebuild it. We're going to get it back up and functioning again as a Claro project for multiple reasons. One, we're going to learn the interface. We're going to learn how that all works. And then once we get that done and we get it up and running or close to being totally finished, then you and I are going to start going through a new design process and start to think differently about how to make it a responsive project. So how do we take the same concept, the same ideas, interactions, everything, and see what that process is like to take a PowerPoint-based project and convert it completely
A very
into
complex PowerPoint project.
yes, a extremely complex PowerPoint project and convert the same thing, right? But what we'll do is, right, we will take a traditional instructional design approach, right? And we will look at the instructional objectives that you created for the project as a whole. We'll go through that whole design process and try to, convert it over, but we will also use the strengths of responsive design and its constraints, to be perfectly honest, and see if we can see what kind of thing we can come up with that is the same. But step one is figuring out how we revive it and get it loaded in. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll share your screen, and we'll just pop it up full screen here real quick right off the bat.
Mission Turfgrass.
Dun, dun, dun. So this is what it looks like right after the upload. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say we should have showed the video trailer.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We should definitely do that. There is a video plugin. You'll have to send. Well, there's a YouTube link, right?
Well, when we get to that point, it's on once you open the doors. Then that's where the video is.
Okay.
So when we get to that point, we can import it in there.
Okay, cool.
That's a teaser. That's the cliffhanger.
It is. That will be our cliffhanger for today. So let's see. So where to start actually? This is. I'm going to move a couple things around so I can look at this full screen on my other screen.
Well, we can talk about the components.
Yeah, do you want to do that? Do you want to open up your original design documents and maybe we can start there before we even just jump into that, or maybe that's too far back. I don't know.
No, I was going to open up the what is it? I was going to say the storyboard, the visual model.
Oh yeah.
I got to remember where I put it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Open that up and maybe pop it in the same screen share while you're looking for that. I can just talk people through a couple things of what they're looking at on the screen here as a bit of an introduction. Since you originally did this so long ago, you did it in a 4x3 format. We hadn't gone widescreen back then, right? And the super cool thing about the PowerPoint import here is that it noticed that right off the bat, and so it sets up when it imports. It sets up all the properties for the main project and everything to be exactly with what the original was. So we're set up in a 4x3 format. We could shift it to wide screen, but then we would have to go through redesigning all the graphics and all that kind of stuff, and we don't want to do that. So we're just going to leave it at the 4x3. And again, just you try to recreate it in its original glory.
In its original glory. Okay, so here, let me see if I can pull this up.
Oh yeah, it's showing.
There we go. Nice fit right there. So if we look on the left, you have the intro, which is intro, mission brief, and then you go through the objectives. And at the time, I came up with a term. I don't know if it's called spider branching. I call it, where you it's a branch off. So objective one is a branch off of the main objective screen.
Okay.
but it's like a spider leg. There's only one way back, right?
Ah, gotcha. Yep.
So it looks like spider legs coming off, right? So here's the 4 objective details. So you have sort of this uh, objectives dashboard, if you will,
Yep.
and then you go look at the details, and that's these 4 things here on the side. That's the
Yep.
slides, if you will.
Yep. Those are the 4 slide
Um,
pages for each one slide for each
um,
one.
and then the bunker and the rucksack are two. It's part of the gamification piece of it. Um, and the bunker and the are were way down. Here's the rucksack. So rucksack 0, which is the landing page of the rucksack, and then based on your objective completions, you go to a different slide. That's how PowerPoint is. It's all vertical,
Yep.
right? It's linear.
Yep.
So you had to kind of branch back and forth between these. Now, we might not need that in Claro here because we can use variables and other triggers and different things to
Right.
maintain everything on one canvas and then turn things on and off based on some other logic. I'm
Yep.
guessing,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yep.
So we'll be able to condense a lot of this down. But these were the slides that were in the original PowerPoint. And then it's actually a linear course. You go to objective 1, then there's this passcode. Actually, I'll tell you what, probably easier to look at it this way. It's cleaner.
Ooh,
So I
the
took
nice
that
color
sketch.
version.
So I took the sketch and cleaned it up and put it in here so it's easier to read, if you will. So you start with the sketch, map it all out, clean it up so it looks good here. But so you still see the dark green is actually the linear path. So objectives 1, there's your 1. Then you go to the rucksack, and because you've started the mission, so you get your first little, like, what I can't remember what it is. You get a canteen or something. Types of grass, and this is just sort of a self-navigation looping set of 8 slides, and these are the engage interactions. All of you can see them over here on the left.
Yep.
Engage, find fescue, engage Kentucky bluegrass, ryegrass, tall fescue. So these were the 8 engage interactions that were on each individual slide. And then a custom navigation to branch back and forth any direction you wanted to go. So again, we can probably combine that.
Yeah. I was just going to say, yeah, well, we're going to build those
one
interactions
package.
just right on the page. Yeah, no
Yep.
need to export and re-import and all that kind of stuff.
And then you go, then you're down, so you get your little certificate. So we're kind of scroll down here a little bit. You get your certificate, and then you go back and look at what you earned on your rucksack, and then you can either go back to your objectives. So you can see this is kind of a 3-way branching loop here. You can go any direction you want. And then you go to the next objective. So it's all linear.
Yep.
And then same thing, objective 2, and then kind of the same thing, but we only have 3 slides with weeds, which are right here, common grassy weeds. And where's the other weeds at? They're in here somewhere.
Find those weeds.
Oh, where are they? Mowers, tools. Huh. Fertilizing, watering, mowing. Huh. Oh, there's just one weed slide. I wonder if they're all 3 on the same. I don't remember. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, you go there and then you come up here. Then you do the mowers and equipment. That's mowers and other tools right here on the left.
Yep.
And then that's tools and equipment, and then you got care and maintenance over here, which is the 4th objective. Then you're done. Then you go to after action review. Of course, you got to how well did you did, and then your little certificate of completion
At the end, absolutely.
at the end. So
every instructional designer should be very shamed by how detailed and perfect your flowcharts are every time you do a project, because I don't think everybody does this.
No, everybody doesn't. That's why I teach it, because all designs start with pencil and paper. You can't solve the problem until you see the problem. And especially if you're doing something linear,
you've heard me say this again. If you're doing something linear, that you don't need to do this. But if you got any type of branching and you're going all kinds of different directions, and you're trying to do a storyboard in a Word document that's linear top to bottom, and then you send that to a SME or a customer, what do you think? This is my design. And they say, oh, yeah, it looks great, because all they're thinking about is the content, but they can't visualize the behavior. They can't visualize at the 30,000 foot level
Yeah.
in a linear document
Right.
unless they're designers themselves. And 99% of the time, they're not designers. So we have to sort of, in a positive way, hold their hand. We have to
Yeah.
consult and say, okay, here's the design, and this is the plan and this is the plan of that design. So think of it as a blueprint, if you will. And now I know where everything goes. I know where everything lives. I know how to get to one place to another. I know how to navigate it, which helps me as a developer when I go into developing. I know some of the things that I have to consider before I start, putting things together. So anyway, there's my spiel
No, I was just
on
going to say,
storyboarding, visual modeling.
I think it's a perfect little spot to drop in just a quick little shout out for your Step Away event coming up, where people can learn about the pencil and paper stuff.
Yeah, analog, like design. It's about Step Away is the creative process. It's not necessarily e-learning.
Oh, sure,
But,
right. You can build anything.
Yeah,
and you
and
guys do games for
anything,
sure, which
right.
is fantastic. But yeah, all of that
Yeah.
stuff can absolutely be applied in the work that we do for sure.
Yeah, anything, right? Well,
Yeah.
we use game design as the vehicle to teach the creative process.
Yep.
And we do a lot of analog, a lot of sketching, a lot of this kind of stuff, right? So,
Yep.
so you remember, as you attended, bring
yeah.
your learning problem. What kind of problem are you trying to solve, right? Bring your problem, and then we're going to help you visualize that problem. And once you can see the problem, whether in 3D or on paper, then you have a better idea of how to approach a solution to that problem.
Exactly. Anyway. And that's we're gonna just assume as we go through this process. I don't think I made it clear to folks. If anybody is listening to this, I don't even know if we're going to be cutting this particular video loose, but it's a good start. That we're going to do this every Thursday, and we're just going to keep going through this process and live stream it for folks, and everybody can join us and be a part of the process and go through this this whole learning adventure with us. You can see and watch firsthand how Kevin's mind works, get inside his head, and and see how we go through this. And you can also learn along with us a new development tool. Everybody needs to learn a new tool every now and then. So here's an excellent opportunity to learn from the ground up. So let's jump in here and take a look at what we've got. So let me show you what I did, and then we'll jump into yours. How about that?
Okay.
And then let me add. Let me go here. So mine doesn't seem to be fitting on the screen quite as nicely as yours. Let me change my. Yeah, maybe right there looks good. Okay. So what we did, I'll explain it to folks, everybody. So you uploaded your PowerPoint. It went through its PowerPoint conversion process, and it created that structure on the left-hand side there for you. I just went ahead and duplicated that project and renamed it. And so now we both have identical projects to start with and to start working on. And so
yeah, this is the BS version.
This is the BS version. So what I did was I just started going through this and thinking it through from a development perspective, right? And so, when you think about how this was how he built this in PowerPoint and how he went through the interactivities with and had to build the different graphics and whatnot, there had to be this opening slide here with the full image on it. So this is one slide with one image on it. Chances are we're probably going to decide to delete this particular slide because we probably don't need it.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because when we go to the mission brief, it starts off looking exactly the same, and it can just sit here looking like this. But then what we can do is, and I'll show you what I did here real quick. I'll just do a quick preview of the project. I just wanted to make sure that I could get a few things working, and oh shoot, since it's another window, I've got to do a share of my whole
It's too bad we
monitor.
couldn't play the whole thing in its original.
Yeah,
Play it.
darn Flash.
I tried to. I don't know. At some point, I tried to open it up and republish it, but I never got around to it. I wish I would have HTML5. So
yeah,
I never got it published out as HTML5. At least I don't think I did. Let me go check. Maybe I did. So do we want to talk about what this first scene is and why is it there and how it behaves, since we can't see the original?
Yeah, let me just, I'm trying to see if I can share my whole entire screen. Oh, let's see. Is it, oh, it's this one.
It's because I'm sharing?
Oh, no. It's okay. I just had to share a new window. Let me make sure I get the whole thing to fit. It's the right size. Since a preview pops up in a new browser window, it wasn't immediately sharing it. So
Gotcha.
I just have to remember to switch over to the preview screen every time I do a preview. So anyway, so this is my version that I did, and so the only thing I don't have is the sound effects. But when you click on the open button, I did get that much to work, and I figured that's probably a good enough amount of stuff for us to figure out how to do today. And so that was all done in PowerPoint with animations and whatnot. And I did the same thing, but I used built-in animations, but using triggers and actions inside of dominKnow. So,
hey, run that again. Play that again.
Oh shoot! Okay.
Holy cow!
Oh yeah, got some craziness in there. Well, why is it looking? Why is it doing? Oh, it's doing all my monitors. Yikes! Okay, let's not do that. Let's just do that. Okay. Play it again, Sam, he says.
There we go. Yeah, the fonts are different too.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we're going to go through and figure out. If we went through the import process one more time, it would probably be fixed and solved. But I thought we could use this just as an opportunity to show folks how to actually import your own fonts and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be one of the.
So that's what those two slides in PowerPoint one was just a static slide of that graphic, and the open button was the button.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you clicked on that big orange open button, it went to slide 2, and then slide 2 kicked off the animation.
Gotcha. So this is a little bit similar. So what we did was, let me close this out so we get back to it. So what I did was, I just used that same individual image of that open button here on this page. There we go. And I added what we have inside of dominKnow, some animate actions based on the button click, right? So you can have triggers, basically trigger, just about anything inside of your system. But I figured, if that's how you did it, I could have done the same thing, right? I could have done a page that had just that button on it, and then the action would have been go to next page, and then the loading of that next page could have been the trigger that animates the doors opening up. We could have done it like that. Yeah. I just thought having it all on one page.
It's more, it's concise, right? Yeah. So it's packaging things up that's one of the things, right? 2 slides in PowerPoint to do one thing in Claro.
Yeah. Right.
Like one page. And that's in most common e-learning tools now. Is just you can manage all your animation pretty much on a single
Yeah, for sure.
slide.
And we are jumping a little bit into the more advanced stuff, but you do have a little bit of experience working inside of Domino, so this isn't 100% new to you. So we don't have to go through all the basics. But to go to these actions, if we just we can double click on one of these here and open up the actions in the element interactions on the right hand side. And so this is what I did. So everything is based on the click, and it all happens in order except for the last two, right? So we don't want the last two to animate until the first two animate. So I set a little
Right.
delay. So those don't trigger for forget how many.
Well, are they
seconds I
triggered
put in there.
at the end of, like, trigger the next two after the end of the first two?
I thought about doing that, but then I just thought, well, I'll just add a little timer, because if you look, and when we edit it, it has a little timer delay before the action happens. So I figured, okay, let's just wait 1 second.
So you set the timer based on the duration of the previous animation.
Yep. I just,
Okay.
I just took a wild guess and thought, okay, it probably takes about a second for those two doors, the two front doors, to slide open, and then the next
Yeah.
ones start to slide open, and it was about right. So I went with it.
So some trivia
Okay.
for our viewers. This is a graphic. What you're looking at actually came from some real object in real life. Can you guess where it came from?
It's an excellent trivia. Maybe this should be the type of thing we save, let people go, and then you and I
And
will
come
have to
back.
remember that that's the question. So next week we'll see if anybody has the answer to it.
And then behind that are the two. It's easy to tell what the other two images are.
Yeah, let's. Oops, sorry.
I think that it's easy to tell.
Well, it's easy for you being ex-military. But
Well, they're using them. They're using them now to build like eco houses and stuff.
oh, right, yeah, those things are so cool. I don't want to give it away though. So okay, so that's the trivia for today. But I'll mention the cool thing about it though is that you found your own textures, right? You went out
Yeah.
and you know, as an avid hobbyist photographer, when you see cool textures and whatnot that you might
Yeah.
use at some point in your e-learning, you take pictures of it. I do the same thing, and have
Yeah.
a whole library of stuff.
Yeah. One of
So,
the quirky things I take pictures of are elevator panels. I don't know why. I just thought it would make a cool menu one day for, like, if you had an avatar that was a bellhop and they took you through all the floors of a hotel,
yeah,
and your goal is to get to the penthouse and get on the helicopter and fly away. And then the elevator panel would be your menu, right? That's how you would navigate.
nice.
So every time I'm in an elevator, I say, "Ooh, that's an interesting menu panel." And to this day, I've still not ever built anything like that. But I have a
You've got
library and
great
elevator
collection
panel.
of
I
elevator
gotta,
panels.
yeah,
All right,
you're
so
such a nerd.
you nerd. Well, we're all a little bit nerdy going through this process, right? Okay, so let's go through and let's do this inside of yours. So what? Well, let me just go through the whole thing of what I did here, and then the next
Oh, you're
one.
in the other one now? No,
Uh,
you're still in that one. Okay.
yeah. So
You're in your,
so
okay.
so mission brief first, or the first page here. This is where I did the animation stuff. And then the very last trigger in action, or the last action on that list of actions, was go to the next page. And so then once those 4 animations happen, then we go to this next page, and this is the brief that shows up behind the doors, and it pops in. So it's a nice little transition to this, and this is where that video is going to go. Once we have that all put into place, and so we'll talk about some text stuff and how we can, update and change how the text is here, and
Yeah, there's
and all that.
no, I'm just reading that authorized personnel note down there. And that was back, 10 years ago when you actually had to put on-screen instructions about what to do, what to click next, what to, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and there was only so much you can do in PowerPoint, but one of the hacks here is in PowerPoint, I actually figured out how to code in a play pause button inside PowerPoint to like play and pause an embedded video in PowerPoint. So that's what that, control the volume kind of thing button. But what I would think in a redesign would be that the accept and abort buttons would not appear. I think that's how I had it before. I can't remember. That those would not appear until the video completed.
Until after the video. Okay.
So you would kind of move maybe rewrite the language a little bit to say, watch this trailer, and after watching the trailer, click. Well, yeah, watch the short video to get a perspective of what you're about to encounter, and then after that, then accept or abort, would appear.
Yep.
Because right now, as it is, you could click on one of those buttons and you don't even have to watch the video.
Yeah, and you can skip it. Yeah, so if you want to make the video mandatory,
It's such a cool video. You got to watch it.
Oh, you absolutely have to use the video for sure. Yeah.
And
the end of the video, you're right, could trigger the animation to show those buttons at the end of it. So just have them fade in or whatever. Yeah. Or just activate them. The buttons could be there, but they could just be not active until the video is complete.
Yeah, and if we did that, I would probably change, dim the color a little bit, make them look like they're actually deactivated. But just kind of tap into some of that visual design kind of stuff. But another fun fact, trivia here, is the size of that video is what, 320 by 240, I think, really small, thumbnail almost, like what you would show on a smartphone, or not even smartphones didn't even come out yet. Yeah, they did. 2007 was the first iPhone.
Yep.
So back then, the quality of a video and the size of it, you got to keep them small.
Yeah, it was still, because bandwidth was still very low back then.
Yeah. And it was recorded on a flip camera. So I don't know if you remember that. It was kind of a novelty little camera. That's handheld little HD camera, 720p. So the entire video was shot on a little flip camera.
It was,
and then exported out.
Yeah, those things were cool. I had one. I think it broke at some point, but
I got it. I'll have to show it next time. It's over there in my camera bag. I still have it.
Oh my gosh. We did some purging in my office, and I got rid of a lot of some of my old tech, and it was very sad, but I just had
actually
too many boxes.
I'm sad that you said that, because wasn't there a time not too long ago that you were trying to come up with a really cool diorama board that you could hang on the wall with all this old tech?
Oh, I saved those. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about this cables and
all
of the old stuff, and the things that don't work anymore, and the really outdated stuff that don't work. Yeah. I still have 7 different they're not all iPads, but they're tablets of one size or another. I still want to do something funky with them, but
maybe I should braid. I'm going to braid the 87 micro USB cords I have. Every time you buy a new gadget, you get a new cord.
Ugh. Put them all together.
I got a whole drawer full of them. And I'm always afraid to throw them away because, what if I need that one?
Right.
It's dude, you got 87 of them.
Somebody's going to get on the video and go in the comments, hey, can you send me some of those? I'm short. All right, so let's get you into your version of this app and show your screen. I'll switch over to you, and let's have you walk through what I did, and you can do it on your end.
Oh, no pressure. What am I doing? Here's this one. I got to edit it.
This is the learning process in action.
You're still editing this one. Still edited by another user.
Oh, shoot. I have to change that, don't I? Oh, holy smokes. I have to check them in. So this is another cool thing that everybody should get to know. Hold on a second. So when you're doing collaborative projects inside of dominKnow, you can have several different people working on one project at a time, but you can only have one person working on a page at a time. So we have the check in, check out process, and I just happen to have all of these checked out apparently. And so I will wait. Let me click on the module and do allow others to edit. Give that 1 second. And now click on those double arrows, those double blue arrows at the top of the framework there. No, not those. No, to the left. To there, those two. Yeah. Well, at least now it shows my.
Nope.
Still won't let you do it, huh?
Nope.
Well, that's weird. Which you've got mission. Oh, you're in BS. I thought you were in yours.
Oh, you want me to go back out?
Yeah. Open up Mission Turfgrass Guru version 4.
Okay. Let me start over here. Hang on.
Oh, well, you didn't have to completely go out. And
I know. I hit the button before I... Stop. Just stop it.
It happens. It happens.
I know, right? Okay, let's try this one. This is the original name too. Guru version 4 was the final version for the Articulate contest.
That was it.
Back in the day. Okay. So this is the static image and the button. So what you did was you converted everything to this page here, right?
Yep.
So we're going to delete that intro page eventually, right?
Yeah. We could probably even do it right now, but actually, for now, let's just leave it there and just get it.
Yeah.
And just kind of see.
Okay.
But,
page. So the first thing is I need to add a trigger to this thing, right? The button.
Yep.
And where am I going here? Hang on.
So, and
let me get reacquainted. There we go. Actions. Huh?
This is the new interface. This is 7.4. The new, soon to be released, not yet released version of dominKnow. So
okay.
You are getting an early sneak peek at the new interface. And
I don't want to branch anywhere yet. What's in here?
It just gives you more. This just jumps you into the triggers and actions panel. So what you want to do is do animations and effects, because we'll set those up first. There you go. And you want to do the move to.
Move to.
And then next.
Okay.
So that sets us up. So now we just need to pick one of those images
this one
to get started with. Yeah.
So we need to move this one to the right.
Correct.
Move to.
And then, leave that at move to. And when clicked, yep. And then at the bottom where it says the coordinates, I went ahead. I think what I did was I did the Y coordinate just to positive 600. I think that got it off the screen.
The Y coordinate would be. The Y coordinate would stay at 0.
Or
right?
Yeah, maybe it was the X then that I did.
And then that would be whatever coordinate this is right here.
It's at the X up at the top there. So if you look at the properties for the image.
799. Okay.
There you go. So you could just put in 8.
So I can put that back where it belongs.
Yep.
So how do you do undo? Is there undo? Where's the undo?
Yep, there is. There an undo in the edit box up at the where it says
up here.
Edit. Yep, and then undo.
So Control, Command Z doesn't work here, does it?
Nope.
Let's put this back where. There we go. And then I want to move to when clicked to. We'll just call it 800.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other image.
So so now you just have to do apply. Oh yeah, make sure. Yeah, oh yeah, make sure it puts the 800 onto that image. So now click apply.
Okay.
There you go. So now you need to do
Animate
add.
that image.
Yeah, so just do an add on this because we're just going to
Then we
stack
do
up.
another one.
Yeah. So then do
Animations
add.
effects.
There you
Move
go.
to next. And now we want this image. Well, let's see. Where do I want to go? I want to go to the left all the way. I'll let go. Come on. Let me get this out of the way.
I know that it did that for me too.
Is there a way to move the stage? Can I move the stage?
No, the stage is pretty much stuck right there. Yeah.
Okay, so what
I
need
just
to do is
guessed. I just guessed at the numbers when I was doing it. I just went, just went until I got close.
I'm too much of a perfectionist, I guess.
I know you're a very pixel perfect developer kind of guy.
I am. So where's that at? Negative 406. It looks like. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's put all this back where it belongs. It says Control Z. Maybe let me try it. Okay. I'm using Mac. Command Z is not working. Let's try Control Z. Yeah, it's not working on my Mac.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a Windows thing.
There we go. I got everything moved around now. There we go.
All right.
So that one is moved to when clicked negative 400. Apply. Now, can we test that, right?
Yep, we certainly can. So now you go up to your preview. In the top red menu bar, there you go. Yeah, you could do the current page.
That took a while to load. It must be for streaming.
I'm gonna tell you why in just a second, but let's just test this out.
Okay. So click and open. There we go. Yeah. And now we got to get these two to open up.
Yep.
Next.
And what else?
So hide the button.
Yeah, we either hide the button or animate that one too so that it slides off the screen, making it look like it's actually attached to that other one that slides off. So either
oh yeah, so the first one. So we can move this one. That doesn't matter. We move itself. So the button image just moves, right?
Yep. And I did it
over here somewhere. What is that?
But it's going a smaller distance, which means it's going to animate more slowly, so it's not going to look like it's attached to that thing. So you're probably going to want it to move in the exact same increment that you moved the other one by, so that it looks like.
So you can't. So there's no way this move to. There's no animation easing or how you control the easing on it.
No.
Okay, so 800 was the same, right?
Yep.
We'll move that way the heck over there. Let's preview that just to make sure it works. And then, oh, it's going up, not over. There was no, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. That was X. I didn't do any changes to the Y. Look, it's going up and out. Hang on. Let me think through this a minute. We'll click on this one. Edit. Move X 800. When clicked.
Right, but it's also resetting the Y to 0.
The Y should be 0 because it's just going to the right.
It's setting its its new coordinates.
What is the reference? What is the reference point here?
It's the reference to where it wants to end up. Is what?
No, I mean the stage itself. Is it the upper right corner? Is this the reference point of the stage?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So this is 0, 0 up in this left corner.
Yes.
Gotcha. So the 440 is the Y. So this has to be 440 then. keep it the same. And let's preview that. A little slower. It needs to go faster. Why is it not going the same speed? That's duration. If I slow that down, maybe?
So think about it as if that is its final coordinates and you're doing the X in the exact same position.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
So the starting point is different for the open icon than it is
So the
other.
starting, this is, hold on a minute. Math, right? So this is moving from 53 to 800.
Yep.
Right. So that would be 747, actually. Tell me I'm wrong.
Nope, you're right.
So we'll take that. Now let's see what it does.
Nope. Remember, that's the final location. So you have to take its current Y, add that 747 to the current Y, and then that's the final location.
The current X, you mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
We want to keep the Y the same.
You're right. The X. Yeah.
So the current X is 639, and I want to move it to the right plus 747?
Correct.
Oh my goodness. I need a calculator. Hang on. I hate math. Okay, hold on. 747 plus 639 is 1386. Okay. Now, this sucker. And Brent's over there. Yeah, no, you're not there. Yeah, you got it. No, you're not quite there.
No, you're crushing
Okay.
it, man. You're crushing it.
All right, come on. Yes, there it is.
All right.
That did it. Okay, now we're going to add another one. Let's get, oh, wait. That's a new screen. Hold on. I want to add another action. Why is this different than the previous thing that I was looking at a minute ago? Hold on. Let's say done.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And then go here and then do actions again. No, current action. Add another action. More.
There you go.
Animation. That's a lot of clicks, Brent.
Yeah, you know what? That's a new way to get to the actions. I still go over and I do the actions tab myself.
Okay, you're going to show me where that tab is in a minute.
I am, yes.
Okay, that's the top one. So current is 639. See, 639 doesn't make sense to me. I'm going to click on this other one. Hang on. That's also 639. So 639 is the center. The reference point is the center then, not the upper left corner, because the upper left would be 00.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So if this was, it would be 0. This would be 00.
Yeah.
If this canvas, and it's saying 639, 440. And then the other one, hang on, let me look at this one.
Oh, well, you have
That's
to.
also.
Yeah, well, it's the same. So you actually have to click on them. So it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a way to hide? Is there a way to hide this? Can I hide this?
Oh, yeah. So if you go to the page tab where it says project page and actions on the left.
Page.
Yeah. You just close the little eye thing there.
There we go. Okay. Now, there it is, 00. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So that's the reference point there.
Yeah. So
we need
is the upper left. Yeah.
And then it's 800 by 300. So it's 300 wide. So I need to move it up 300. So move, this one, move to Y negative, no, if that's 300 and I go higher, yeah, it would be negative, right? Yep, negative Y.
Yep.
Just making sure wrong one. There we go. Move to and click negative 300. I'm hitting the enter key and it's not applying. I have to do this.
Yeah, you got to
Now,
click it.
do it again. Okay, where's that page tab thing you were talking about? The tab.
Okay. Yeah, go over to the right next to pages actions. There you go. And then you can just double click on one of those icons there.
One of these?
Well, not those. No. The element actions at the bottom there. Actually, this might be a good spot for me to explain why the stuff is loading on the page slowly. You had some fade in element actions in that PowerPoint slide, and so that's what these page where it says page timing, after 1 second show one element, after 2 seconds show the next element. So that's why they're all slowly fading in like that. So if you delete all those, then everything will just pop up right off the bat.
Okay.
So you can take each one of those and then go to the meatball button. There you go, and just delete that action.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just go through and delete each one of those.
So those are all the. Now, can we reapply animations later?
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely, yeah.
But these are all built. These are all imported in from PowerPoint.
Right.
Okay. And then these are my element actions.
Yeah. So if you turn that down, there's a little the little arrow to the left there, the little spin down arrow, just down on the image, the one to the left of image there. Click on. There you go.
Gotcha.
Now you can see them as you add more.
Okay. So this time we are. Oh, look, it's fade. We want the move to. Where's the move to? Hang on. Effect. All right, hold on. I'm going to close this out.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say because I think the fade is left over from when you were deleting. Every time you selected one of those.
So I click any of these, right?
Yeah.
Element actions. Okay, here we go. Move to.
Yep.
We moved that one.
Yep.
No, we didn't.
Or we didn't? Oh.
Why does it say 800? Because we moved that one to negative 300.
Wait. Yeah. Leave that at 800 because I think it depended upon which one you double clicked. So we might need to apply that checkbox too.
That was this one.
Yeah. So
that's
actually,
the one we moved to 800.
just cancel. Just click cancel down there real quick.
Okay.
So click on the one you want to move. This is something that I've run into. So
this one?
No, the actual image on the screen. There you go. So now what you apply, it's going to definitely apply it to that. So now when you click add.
Well, now we go back to this, right?
Right.
Okay.
And do the animation effects, move to. There you go. So now you want to move that.
We already did that one, though.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. I thought we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, close that real quick and double click on the image at the top there. That one, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, here it is.
Yep.
Let's just edit and look and see. Yeah, negative 300. We already did that one.
Yep. Okay, good.
Okay.
So
now we're going to add.
Yeah, there you
Let's look at this one. Is 800. Oh, it's at Y300. So we got to move it down to 600.
Yep.
This one. Move to 600. Yeah, because 800 by 600, that's the bottom of the slide.
Yep, that should drop it right down for you.
Okay. And, we got to turn on our other stuff here. Uh-oh. Oh, you got to click it. Hold on.
Yep, we did something wrong.
That's all about me over here. And it didn't take. That's why. I must have not hit apply.
Yeah, and it also
So,
yeah, we have to make sure that the right button gets clicked. So actually, it's applying the click to that image. So make sure that you
oh,
have the open button selected for
yeah.
click. There you go.
So I click on this button.
Yeah, so you can still just do the add from here, but this just adds it to
And
that button. There we go. Yeah, and here's a quick little tip too. If you look at the very top, it tells you what the beginning of the code's going to look like. It says trigger element image at the very top
okay.
there, and it shows you which which element on the screen you're applying all of these actions to. So if you ever see that change, then oops,
Okay.
wait, it's not applying it to the right one.
There we go.
Yeah, don't forget to click done also.
Oh, done as well?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
something I always forget to do.
That might have been what I didn't do. Okay, here we go. Yay.
Awesome. Now they all animated it exactly or pretty much exactly the same time. So this is where I was saying where I kind of wanted the two back doors to
Yeah, they got
wait
a,
a second, right? So if
right,
you want to give those a little bit of a delay
right. Okay.
before they start to open, then you just go ahead and open up the triggers again.
So we want to delay these two, right?
Oh no! You want to delay the two bottom ones, because you want those to wait. So
Right,
yeah,
right.
the delay is basically a wait signal. So
And we want a duration timer. Oh, so the timer is the delay.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, here's the animation. So it's 1 second. So
Yep.
it's
So
a
you
one
could
second animation.
exactly, yeah. So you could slow
So we
down
want to we
if you
want to
wanted to go
delay those
slower.
by 1 second
Yep.
to match the other ones.
Yep.
Apply, edit, apply, done. Preview. There we go.
Very nice.
Now, when I deleted that, this is where the mission brief is, right? Where's that? Where are the graphics at?
So that is the next slide, and so now we have to add an action
Ah,
that takes you to the next slide or next
okay.
page. So go ahead and open up that button again.
This one?
The button actions. Sorry, yeah, just go ahead and
Oh,
do how you were opening up that before. There you go. So now we want to add one more action. So when clicked,
so we don't need this one, right? Because this is that extra one. Clicking
oh
the
yeah,
image.
we could delete that.
We don't need that one. Okay, so there we go. Now we're on this one.
Yep.
Now we're going to add another action here.
Yep. So just click add, and now we're gonna do a. Oh shoot! It went to that. Pick a trigger again.
Trigger element image. Do I have to select it first?
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Let's try that. Oh,
There
there
we
we
go.
go. Okay, so now you want it to be navigation and branching, and then just do next because you just want it to go move on to the next page. Click next. Yeah.
But we want it to go in 2 seconds
Correct. Yeah. So you do want to wait a little bit.
because you got to wait for the first doors to open, the second doors open, each at 1 second animation duration, then jump.
Yep.
Go to next page.
Yep.
Done. Okay. Now when I preview, do I preview 2 pages?
Do full project.
Full. You can't like preview like 2 or 3 pages at a time.
Nope. It's either one page or the full project.
I need to talk to these domino engineers. Okay. Open, jump. Oh, It's
the
not
heck
jumping.
happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. What happened? We go back to project.
Yeah, let me go back to
So we're jumping to the next page, right? What if when clicked, go to the next page? Oh, but
But you have the
is there
delay set up, so
hang on, let me try something. I'm thinking out loud. Hang on.
yeah, that's fine.
How do I delete that trigger
Go to
or that
edit,
action?
the same edit button, and then there's a remove down at the bottom.
Okay, remove. Okay, now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start over. Um, so that's not going to do what I wanted it to do. I was basing it off of the overall page duration, not necessarily the click. We could run it off of this one.
You could do it off of the page duration, but then if it takes somebody a while to click that open button, then that timer runs out and it automatically
Right.
would move you to the next page, right? So
Gotcha. Right.
so that's not going to work.
Or we could run it off of, let's see, turn this one off, turn this one off. Could run it off of this one. So that's 1 second duration. Oh, you know what? It's 4 seconds. It's not 2 seconds. We didn't wait long enough. So each one of these is 1 second. No, this is
Right,
1
but then-
second. The
yeah,
other two are, yeah, so it's not 4, it's 2 seconds.
Yeah, it should be 2 seconds. It should be working.
All
I'm
right.
opening up mine real quick and to see how I actually did that. I thought we did it. I thought you were on the right
All
track.
right, let me
there.
try another one. Add
I did when
animations, navigation, branching. I'm going to branch to page. Let me see if that, well, I can't, does that one work? Branch to page.
Yeah, I just did go to next page. When clicked, go to next page, and I did
Branch.
2.5 seconds on the timer.
2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just tried a branching action. Let's see if that one works.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why 2.5 would make any difference, but
Randomizing access memory.
it's got to load all those.
Why did it show
slides.
like this?
So this is another thing we need to work on. So when you import a PowerPoint, it automatically uses a theme, a pre-made classic theme, we'll call it, called the Nova player. And so we'll need to go ahead and get rid of that player by changing our theme to the no player theme.
Okay. Well, I'm still back to why did it do that this time and not the previous time?
And this is a mystery that I'm just now thinking in my head as to why why it's now adding that theme and not the other one.
And
I know what it was. It was when we were doing a current page, it doesn't show the player, but when you do a full project preview, then it does show the player. That's what it was.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and now since that first page doesn't have any actions on it, you got to go to page 2. So click that next button. There you go. Then click that.
Well, that didn't work.
Well, that didn't work at all now, did it?
And you know what? Because I know what happened. Hang on. I know what happened. I changed this. Basically, I didn't change the timer. It just jumped.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Right? Because I did I tried the branching one. So I'm going to take that out.
Okay.
So we're going to try this again. We'll go back.
Okay. Oh, don't forget to click done. Oh, no, you're going to add another one. Never mind. Sorry, I wasn't sure what you were doing.
See, when I went next, now I can't go back.
Wait, let's see. What do you wait?
Let me go in here. Watch.
Okay, so
we're gonna go add. Oh, when I went back this way and then next. There we go.
There we go. Yeah. So now you want oh no, you want
No,
navigation and
navigation.
branching. Yep. And now you want
Next.
next. Yeah.
And when clicked,
Yeah. And then
2 seconds.
Yep.
Go to next page.
there you go.
Done.
That should do it.
Preview full project. Scrubbing the video. Crossing the T's.
All the important work.
All right, we need to go slide 2.
Yep.
Click.
Yep.
And boom. There we go.
And there you have it.
And this is all those animations that we were talking about
Yeah.
before, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah. So we need to go in and take all those off so that it pops up
Yeah.
a little bit more quickly. But
We can do that real quick. There. There. And edit page.
Yep.
And show all of these timings. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Hang on. Mission brief. Edit page.
Yeah, there you go.
Actions. There we are. There they are. Can I click all of these at one time? No, I cannot.
No, you cannot.
Man, we got to talk to these engineers. We got to fix all this.
I'll
You know-
bet there's
you know
a
my-
way to do it really fast, and I just don't know it.
Do you understand the delay and efficiency that we're dealing with right
try
now?
doing this. Try clicking on the page timing.
Huh? Which one? Page
That
timing?
one. Try clicking on that.
I am clicking on it.
Oh, well, maybe, and delete the action.
No,
That's not letting you. Okay, never mind.
no. I mean, we've just lost 20 seconds.
I know it's critical to e-learning development. I get it.
I get carpal tunnel syndrome going back and forth doing this.
Well, you shouldn't put such crazy
I know.
fade ins on all your
All
stuff.
right, let's preview again. Full project. All right. We'll wrap it up after this right here.
All right, sounds good.
Let's go there. Page 2. Click, slide open, load, bam. There we go.
There you have it.
There you have it.
Looking good.
Now, I need to, there's something I need to do. I need to check these back in.
Yes. So go ahead and click on your module so you can check them all in at once. So
My
click
module,
module
right here.
one, right there. Yeah, just select that. And then when you go up to the meatball menu there, it'll say allow others to edit, and it'll do all of them in one shot.
Okay. Ta-da! And there's no save button here, just cloud-based, right?
Yeah,
So
it's all
it's
cloud.
automatically saved.
Yep, saves it, takes care of it.
Okay.
So next week when we come back in, we'll swap out the theme, and we'll start looking at the text. How we can
Yeah, just start. I
work with the
think go
text.
through and remove. Well, that's a good, workflow. Going back through and removing all of the PowerPoint animations,
Yeah.
and just take all those out for now. Go all the way through it,
Yeah,
and then update the theme.
That's not something that everybody needs to watch us do. So maybe I'll jump in during the week and just whack all those.
Okay.
In both versions, and then we don't have to worry about.
No, they have to see it. They have to see the pain that it go through every step. the grueling busy work that developers have to go through.
You're right.
Right.
Everybody.
There's we're not sugarcoating nothing here, man.
Feel
Feel the
pain.
burn.
That's right. We all have the scars from doing this job, but we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it, right?
Mm-hmm. It just makes for entertaining it's just entertaining, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll get better lighting next time too.
There we go.
The lighting over here is kind of sad right now.
Yeah, that's all right. You're looking good. You're looking good. You sound good too with the headset and everything. So
Yeah.
thanks for doing
Well,
this.
let me try something real quick
Yeah,
because
sure.
I didn't have the other different audio. Hang on. How does that sound? Any louder, looser, boingier?
It's clearer. It doesn't have the hissing, but it's a little echoey.
It is echoey.
Yeah.
That's probably because I don't have the filter on right here because it's hanging right above it's right about there.
Well, I mean, it's getting the echo from the room. That's what I mean.
Oh,
It's not echo from us talking. It's just the room echo. It just sounds like you're in a big room.
I am in a big room. It's a big studio.
Big Nugget studio.
It's Nugget Studios.
That's right. With a Z.
It's plural. There's more than one over here.
There's always more than one Nugget head in the studio.
Right?
Indeed. All right. So we can wrap this up. I'm just going to say we won't hold on one second. I'll just say goodbye to everybody on the live stream. So I'll click finish to close that out. End broadcast.